The following program is a paid commercial announcement sponsored by America's Next Investment.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires. Trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, and the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
Welcome to America's Next Investment. I'm Louise Houghton, and today I'm in Los Angeles at a busy intersection where 3 major freeways meet: the I-405, the I-5, and the 118 in Mission Hills. Every day, over 600,000 vehicles pass through this corridor. And after this episode, you might just want to stop here too.
You're now watching America's Next Investment, featuring EV Initiative, a company disrupting the rapidly growing EV charging industry. Stay tuned.
Behind me, 19 fast charging stalls are being installed. But this isn't just a place to plug in your car. There's also a robotic barrister, gourmet food, and premium amenities designed to make your charging stop far more desirable. This is EV Initiative, and what they're building is called experience-driven charging. It generates revenue in 6 different ways. The land itself has long-term value, and the team behind it say that this is the first example of an entirely new real estate asset class, EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. Today, we're going to meet that team, see how it all works, and understand how this property generates revenue and how you could own a piece of it. Yes, this is your opportunity to invest in EV Initiative, so make sure you stay tuned.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires. Trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, and the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
Welcome back to America's Next Investment. I'm here right now with Aaron Zeraldo, who is the CEO of EV Initiative. Aaron, thanks so much for your time today. I'd love to start by hearing a bit more about the vision of EV Initiative and why you chose Mission Hills to be your first location.
We chose this property because of its location, located right near the major highways, the I-405, the 118, and the 5. So there's over 600,000 vehicles that drive by these freeways every single day. So wide open market, high visibility, and there is a demand that is not currently being filled right here.
So how big do you think that the EV Initiative network can become in the next 5-10 years?
Our goal is to take over one area, build a brand, prove the model, and then eventually a scale across the nation. So every intersection, there are a ton of gas stations. In the future, it's going to be the same for EV charging destination hubs. You're going to see them on every single intersection, as well as they are going to slowly start taking over the existing gas stations. We are looking to extensively expand the EV charging network over the next 10 years.
What trends would you say you can see then within the EV charging industry that are really making a demand for this kind of business?
I would say the trend is exactly what we are trying to solve for right now. And if you look at destination EV charging hubs, I'm talking about charging hubs where there's washrooms on site, there's food for sale, there's a canopy that protects you from the sun. They pretty much are non-existent. So a big trend is people want to feel safe.
So how is EV Initiative positioned to really capture that commuter, local and long distance traffic?
So as I mentioned, the location, right off the exit of the 405, very busy freeway here in LA. And we also have these surrounding freeways, the 118 and the I-5 as well. So that alone will naturally bring in traffic to this location.
Can you break down the multiple revenue streams then for this particular location?
Yeah, there's definitely multiple different revenue streams. The main one, of course, is EV charging. We make money when drivers pull off the freeway, plug in their vehicle, and charge up. That's our number one. Number two is the amenities on site. We're gonna have a robotic barista, snacks for sale, drinks. We also monetize this through low carbon fuel credits. We are essentially a manufacturer of low carbon fuel credits. Also, like I said, we own the land, all the assets on top of the land, and we all know land is one of the best investments you can possibly make, and the appreciation is there.
The location data speaks for itself. Industry projection models for fast charging show this site landing well above average utilization given the freeway exposure and traffic volume.
We are right by the very busy freeways right off the exit here in LA, and the data shows that we're actually going to land closer to the above average, and we're actually expecting to see a very high utilization rate.
And how would you say then that this particular charging station is different from others?
Right now, you want to go charge your car, unless there's a nearby restaurant or a Denny's or wherever they're located, you can't use the washroom. You can't buy some food. You can't.
Like you would at a
Yeah.
normal gas station.
Of course.
So how are you planning to scale the infrastructure beyond this particular location?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we are currently always looking for empty plots of land. Our goal is to always own the land. We don't want to own chargers on third-party land. So we're always scouring, seeing the best possible locations that come up for sale. And then we start our due diligence process. So Mission Hills is our very first one, and we are now entering into the construction phase. So right now the plan is to take over California, starting right here in LA. We want to build our brand image, get recognized, and then move out to other states, including Miami, New York, and then eventually we're going to be nationwide. You're going to see EV Initiative destination charging hubs on every single intersection here in the USA.
That sounds amazing. I'm excited for you. And I imagine as well, all of the facilities that you have there are going to appeal to foot traffic as well. Do you sort of see that being utilized in that way here in Mission Hills?
Absolutely. In our pro forma projections, we do expect a certain percentage of the revenue to actually come from EV drivers who just simply like coming here to get some of the amenities we have on site, the snacks, the food trucks, and just really be a pillar in the community. So absolutely, yeah, we expect non-EV drivers to also make this a very fun spot for them to come and enjoy the overall amenities.
Grab a quick coffee, you know it's going to be done on time and there's a robot doing.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely seeing some foot traffic while we've been here as well. And how are potential investors going to benefit from direct equity ownership in this very new and upcoming infrastructure?
So very simple. By making an investment into EV Initiative Mission Hills, you're going to own shares in this location, which makes you a fractional owner of the land, all the assets and revenue generating assets on top of the property. If this was 50 years ago and you had the opportunity to invest in Chevron, I'm sure you would. So the benefit is clear. It's still very early for EV charging, and now's the time to get involved.
How would you say then that you are future-proofed against the changing infrastructure?
So we've done a lot of research on the EV charging technologies and how they're changing, and we've already accounted for them. So when we designed and permitted this location, we made sure we had enough power to handle the higher power chargers that are to come in the future. So we have lots of power at this location. Also, what we are considering potentially is wireless charging. So we did everything in our ability to future-proof this. Of course, nothing is 100% future-proof, but if it ever came down to it, the site has more than enough power to add chargers, add higher power chargers, or when the day of wireless charging comes, it's a simple hardware swap.
How would you say then that investors or anybody interested can actually get involved in EV Initiative?
Very simple. You can go to our website, which is evinitiative.com. Has all the information on this opportunity right now and some on our future locations we have planned. Call the number on the screen if you want to get involved. Someone from our company will reach out, provide you all the information you need, and answer any questions you have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. You heard it from the CEO himself. Thank you so much for your time today, Aaron. If you want to find out more information about how you could become a part of EV Initiative and get in at the ground level, before they break ground, in fact, then just call the number on the screen or go to evinitiative.com. Don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires, trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, and the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
Welcome back to America's Next Investment. I'm here right now with Warren Navarro, who is the CEO and co-founder of EV Initiative. No, co-founder, what were you doing before you decided to come up with this idea? I hear that boxing was something that you used to do a lot of professionally.
Not professionally. I'm still active in it. I do a lot of coaching to doing Muay Thai for over 20 years. And we have a philosophy, love, respect, believe. You start something, you finish something, and there's a lot of teamwork that makes the dream work, and everybody, and Muay Thai is a sport where you might perform on your own, but you do have a lot of people behind you, and there's a lot of support that goes into that moment.
But that sports kind of mentality is actually really important in businessmen, I find.
I agree. I'm not going to say no to it. That's a fact.
Yeah, the discipline, the dedication, and it's all really good and what people want to know of somebody that they might invest in a company, So let's talk about EV Initiative then. Tell me a bit more about the infrastructure.
Right, well, do you drive an electric car?
I do.
You do drive an electric, so you are familiar with the experience. Yeah. It's a little different from going to a gas station. With EV charging today, it's a 20 to 30 minute charge session in the back of a Walmart parking lot. Open, sketchy, no shade, open to the environment, no lighting, but there's no real safety or anything to do while you charge your car but sit there and wait. And that's your typical experience today, and we're here to change that experience completely. And so we're creating a more of experience-driven charging with our EV Initiative destination charging infrastructure, where you're pulling in and during your charge session, you're probably getting some food or maybe getting a drink from a robotic barista that prepares over 35 varieties of beverages.
How scalable then would you say that this infrastructure is for high traffic corridors?
It's huge. The gap is huge. Right now, full service experience-driven destinations are very far and few between.
And so you'd say that the demand is high for EV charging places like this?
The demand in Los Angeles is extremely high for EV charging. There are fights at some times where people are waiting in line to charge their car and people are cutting ahead of them. So there's definitely a need for EVs. Kia, Rivian, Hyundai, BMW, Mercedes, Ford, all OEMs, new entrants are all electric. You have to understand, our flagship model is highly scalable. It's located right at the foot of the 405. We actually have over 600,000 vehicles per day within 2 miles. The 5, the 118, and the 405, well over 600,000 vehicles per day within 2 miles of our location. It is highly scalable, highly profitable, And this is why we intend to repeat this model all across the nation.
So how would you say that this Mission Hill's infrastructure here is actually maximizing revenue?
We own the land, which appreciates over time. So we have EV charging as a core driver. Then you have the low carbon fuel credits that is a natural byproduct of charging your car. Digital advertising, we have TVs, digital screens, so while you're charging, we can run programming, an audio system, and then we have the robotic barista, which prepares over 35 drinks. So as you can see, there's many ways that we can monetize this property, but the main driver is the EV charging. In California, 1 in every 4 new cars sold is an electric car. So that is the driver that is going to fuel this business, and everything else around it, more cherries on top.
It's the future, right?
It absolutely is the future. My 8-year-old, when she finally gets her driver's license, most likely will be driving an electric car.
Why do you think that people should invest in EV Initiative?
To me, it's a no-brainer. We own the land. We're not going anywhere. If you compare us to almost any other charge port operator in the industry, most of the sites are on land leases. So you'll have a land lease for X amount of years, and then what happens after that? We own the land. So we are the landlord, we own it, we're the property owners, and we can run this operation well into the 2040s without issue. You're investing in a long-term growth asset that has 6 revenue streams from it. The operation runs itself. The management team takes care of all operations for you. So all shareholders who own a piece of this opportunity, we all benefit from the operation and earn twice a year through dividends. It is a unique thing. This is a new asset class in a city where it's the #1 city for EV charging in the country, and we're strategically located right off the freeway, welcoming the flow of the traffic of the 405, one of the busiest freeways in America.
Wow, you just told me, so I don't know about anybody else at home, but if you want to know how you can invest, how can they do that?
Go to evinitiative.com, call the number below, and invest today.
Well, you sold me, and if he sold you as well and you want to find out more about how you can invest, like Warren just said, call the number on the screen or go to evinitiative.com to find out more information. Thank you so much, Warren.
No, thank you so much.
Appreciate your time.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires, trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up, and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, and the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
Welcome back to America's Next Investment. I'm here with Todd Chosepian, who handles the finance and the investor perspective for EV Initiative. And I'd love to talk a bit more about the investment opportunity here, because I'd love to understand from you why EV Initiative is such an amazing investment opportunity within the EV charging infrastructure space.
EV Initiative is the #1 growing EV charging hub. You're right here at this location. We have the 405, the 118, and a great corner location with heavy volume cars passing by.
How big then would you say that the financial upside is for EV Initiative when we're seeing EV charging stations become as in demand as gas stations?
Just like gas was, EV charging is among the fastest growing sector, and we plan on being the forefront in this industry.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if you've got it and invested in gas stations back in the 50s or something?
You'd be rich right now.
Very rich. And that's what we hope for our potential investors, right? So what is your projection with this Mission Hills infrastructure here?
This location has 6 streams of revenue that we're going to be making money on.
And what would you say that the demand trajectory for EV charging is in Los Angeles and then nationwide?
Well, there's more demand than there are EV chargers. Do you know how hard it is to find a location right off the 405 freeway in a strategically location like this one? There's over 600,000 cars passing through here on the 405, and all these vehicles need somewhere to stop. This location is a prime location for EV charging.
And you found it. Must have been pretty hard.
It was extremely hard, but we did do it. Next, we're going to take this ribbing model and duplicate it nationwide.
I totally get it. You know, you're at the cross-section of 3 major freeways here in Los Angeles, and then you understand why this model would be totally scalable nationwide. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell me, if people are interested in investing, why do you think that now is the time, before you've even broken ground, to come on board?
This is the beginning stages of this industry. The sooner you get on, the more money you will make down the line.
Well, I like that. So if people are wanting to invest, then how should they go about doing that?
They can call and invest and find out more about it.
All right, well, you've heard it yourselves. If you are interested in finding out more about EV Initiative and potentially becoming an investor, just call the number on the screen, or of course, go to evinitiative.com where you'll find out a lot more information. Thank you so much.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires, trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up, and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, and the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
Guys, I am so excited for you. If you know me at all, anything that's green, sustainable, environmental is my jam. And this definitely comes under that umbrella. So I am really excited to see what the future holds for EV Initiative. I know we're right here by the site, so I wonder if you could take me on a little tour, step by step, and lay out the land, as it were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, fantastic.
Let's do it. You drive in right here. To the right, you're going to have our smaller canopy and 4 charging spots. To the left, as you enter in, over here, you're going to have a 18 to 22 foot food trailer that will be powered off of shore power to our amenity building / commissary, and the commissary is there to service the food trailer. Amenity building itself will be all along here, which leads to the washroom. Right about here, actually. People will be walking in to use the washroom. All along where we're standing right now are also more stalls. There's 19 stalls in total, and right now the cameraman is standing right in the middle of the driveway. Large enough for a fire truck to pull all the way through and exit into the alleyway back onto Orion Ave for an easy exit back onto the freeway. It's built for ADA, which is the American Disabilities Act. And of course, everybody's going to be underneath a canopy. So not like today where it's very hot. Everybody will be shaded while they're charging. And the amenity building with the robotic barista is actually accessible on the sidewalk. So it welcomes neighborhood traffic, foot traffic, and everybody who's in here is welcome to walk around the corner.
It's actually a lot bigger as well once you're in here than you first think. What are the dimensions?
So the location's around 9,000 square feet. We've maxed out every square foot in this property.
We're looking to break ground in the spring, and it should take 6-ish months to complete the construction, aiming to start operations in Q1 of 2027.
Well, thank you so much for the tour. I mean, it's fantastic to see how it is now and then to know what it's going to now look like in a year's time. I've seen the floor plans and I can envisage it now. EV Initiative is here to stay, and I wish you all the very best of luck. If you want to get involved, you're watching and you think, I want a part of that, then just call the number on the screen or go to evinitiative.com to find out more information. One of the team will be there ready and waiting to take your call. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time on America's Next Investment.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires, trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up, and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, And the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
Your grandfather made his money owning gas stations.
Your father watched those gas stations turn into empires, trillion-dollar businesses built on one simple idea. People need to fuel up, and someone has to own the place where they do it.
That era is ending. The new fuel is electricity, and the new gas station, it looks like this.
This is EV Initiative Charging Destination, the first of a new real estate asset class called EV Initiative Destination Charging Infrastructure. 19 ultra-fast charging stalls, a robotic coffee bar, and premium amenities, all sitting at the intersection of the I-405, the I-5, and the 118, where over 600,000 vehicles drive past every single day.
6 revenue streams from one location, and the land itself appreciates in value over time.
And right now, you can own a piece of it.
Your grandfather couldn't call a number and invest in the first gas station. You can. Call now or visit evinitiative.com.
Invest today.
The preceding program was a paid commercial announcement sponsored by America's Next Investment.